around their relatives. Please, silence.
Thank you, Fabrizio, and God bless their souls. I will now call our future president, Mr. Goran Đurović, to say something about our club, Rotary Club of Bar.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay, okay. Hello to everybody. I would like to say a couple of words from about our club. We are from Montenegro, state of Montenegro, city of Bar, and district is 2483. Thank you.
Ok, President. For próximo presidente do clube.
Snesana, non hai l'audio.
Ok.
Okay,
Fabrizio,
I will now
próximo
call the
presidente.
Rotary
Next
Club
president.
of Montesião to represent their club.
Pode falar. Fala você. Montesião, apresente nessa reunião.
Okay, Montesião is president in this meeting. I'm gonna be doing the translation for you guys.
Thank you.
That's it. Mais alguma coisa? Who is the next president?
Okay, I will call now the president of Rotary Club of Milano, Porta Venezia, to present their club.
Hello, everybody. We are very welcome to stay with us together. For us and for our club, is very important to arrange, to organize this meeting for us and for our district, 2041. And we are happy because now we stay here, and we are very sad for our death in Italy, and we are ready to explain our general position and our general situation after the first phase, very difficult phase. But we have now big experience, and then we need to share with all Rotarian people or Rotary Club in the world, because it's very important to know what we approach in the past, what we know now after the big bad situation during the February and March in Italy and in Milan. And then when we close this meeting, probably we move to different parts of the world, some very important information for your life, for your safety, and for stay safe for you and for your family. Thank you.
Thank you, Fabrizio. I will now call the president of Rotary Club Abuja ambassador to represent themselves, and I will also leave to them to appoint the sergeant of arms. It is very important for them, so please, I will call Abuja the ambassadors to present themselves and to appoint sergeant of arms.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
We hear you as well. You can continue.
Okay. Roy, can you present our club for us, please? Why we accept, why we appoint the sergeant at arms?
Hello?
Hello, we hear
Yes, we
you.
can hear you.
Yeah, good day, my Connect presidents, district officers present, fellow Rotarians, guests, and friends. My name is Roy Nwafo. I'm the president-elect of the Rotary Club of Abuja, the Ambassadors. Our club was chartered by Ambassador Ozwem Osiri in the year August 2nd, 2018, club number 89518, district number 9125. The Rotary Club of Abuja, the Ambassador, is a dynamic, flexible, modern, and international club with our own proper identity with the Peace Ambassador. As professionals and businessmen, we focus in building a culture of peace, friendship through humanitarian services. With 15 active members and 4 honorary members, very strong gender-sensitive base of 50% male and female, we engage each member significantly and turn ideas into actions, which focuses on pressing life challenges through humanitarian projects. We've taken Rotary Foundation as our own foundation by aiming 100% PHF club, with 40% of them being PHF. We are proud to say that every member of our club have made some donations to the Rotary Foundation. As people of action, our club has produced the first Nigerian member to be a member of the Rotarian Action Group for Peace with its members. Our mission is to provide opportunities for like-minded peacemakers and individuals to improve our communities through humanitarian service. We meet every Sunday at Central Business District, Chelsea, New Chelsea Hotel, Abuja. Our meetings are for Sundays, 4:30 to 5 p.m. Thank you and God bless. Rotary is good.
Thank you very much. So now I will leave all the countries and clubs to introduce themselves. I will call each number by name, and please, I ask their representative or president to give a short notice like our president did, just the name of the club, district, and your main focus, because there are a lot of us, and let's save time. I will start now. Now I will call Rotary Club El Peñón from Venezuela to represent themselves.
Good morning to everyone. My name is Juan Quintero. I am the Director of International Services of Rotary Club El Peñón in Caracas, Venezuela, District 4370. And we appreciate too much this invitation to meet and to make in a brief. We have time for brief presentation. That 1 minute, or not yet?
No, you can speak.
Okay, so we want to share you in 2006. We have right now in these moments of COVID-19 projects. First, unlikely donation of meals and this will have a small health center with the capacity to care for 10 children recovering from surgery. The second, donation of meals to patients and the staff of maternal and children hospital. And third, for nightly donation of meals to elderly and low-income people. That is all for all. For give more opportunities to other clubs. Thanks, and we appreciate very much this invitation. Thanks to Snesana and the people and the brothers of the Rotary Club Abuja, the ambassadors, are our friends and brothers right now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Juan. Now I will call a club from the other part of the world, the Rotary Club Bebek, Rotary Club District 2420. Please present yourselves, and I will, please, Juan, I would ask you to unshare your document.
Yes.
Hi. This is Onur Duydu from Istanbul Bebek Rotary Club. Actually, I've shared the presentation slide, but is it possible for you to share with screen? Do you have?
Okay, no, we don't see anything.
Okay, I shared with Özüm, but it's okay, I can quickly update you.
Yes.
We belong to district number 24320, and actually we are really a young and new club. Our charter was held in 2019, and we are very dynamic also, and average ages of our club is 31. And similar to Abuja Club, our gender distribution is 62% female members and 38% of male members. With regards to our COVID-19 projects, actually we started to run regular online meetings with our members and online workshops actually. Also, we have donated masks to hospital for doctors and nurses. We have also provided monetary support for purchasing tomograph machine for hospital also in Turkey. And we prepared food package for people in need as well during this situation. And in addition, we also started social media campaigns to increase awareness on blood plasma donation because it's significant in these terms to help people's recovery. And on behalf of all Istanbul Bebek Rotary Club and its members, we are very proud to be part of this meeting. Have a good day. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Onur. Congratulations on your activities. I would now call Rotary Club Izmir Cordon to represent themselves shortly.
Hello, my name is Mert Korur. I'm from Izmir Cordon Rotary Club. Do you hear me?
Yes, yes, we hear you.
So, my president, Ayşem Temizal, is as well in the meeting room. I am the assistant governor, and I will invite her if she's hearing me. Ayşem, do you hear me?
Yes, 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 we hear you.
Here. Yes. I'm very happy to meet you all the online meeting. Thank you very much. This year, I am the head of Cordon Rotary Club in District 2440. I wish you pleasant meeting. I wish you healthy days. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayşem. And I want to share our district donations that we did until today. COVID is, of course, a big challenge for Rotary, for whole humanity. And with the help of all Rotarians, non-Rotarians, our supporters, we think that we will stop it together. And here are the goods that we donated to 32 different health institutes in Izmir, plus hospitals and institutes. Thank you very much. Nice meeting everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Mert. Now I would call Rotary Club Pretoria Sunrise to represent themselves, and I would once again I would ask every club to just say three sentences about their club, because the list is very long and it's all the presentation that you have. Please send to our email and we will make a compilation of your activities and I will share back to everybody. So we are now using a very important time. So please just a short notice and then we will share the presentation so that people can read silently. I will call now Rotary Club Pretoria Sunrise from South Africa to present themselves.
Greetings, fellow Rotarians. My name is Dr. Panganai Liwayo, the president of the Sunrise Rotary Club of Pretoria. It was chartered in May 1971. It's a small group of about 12 people, half of them females and half of them males. We are currently working on a feeding program with funding from KFC for young children who are vulnerable during this closed down period. We continue to meet using Zoom. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I call Rotary Club Brasilia Norte. Do we have anybody from Brasilia Norte? No. Then I would call Rotary Club Lima Nueva Era.
Hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, please.
My name is Álvaro Olivas. My Rotary Club is Lima Nueva Era in Peru, in South America. My district number 4455. Very happy to stay here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, welcome. I'm now calling Rotary Club Kigali Virunga. Do we have anybody from that club? No. Now I would call Rotary Club Pouso Alegre Sul from Brazil. They joined? No. Okay, I'm going down. Rotary Club Recife Fray Caneca from Lima. No. Okay. So Rotary Club Recife Largo de Paz. Many of clubs didn't get to join. Rotary Club of Sofia Triadica, Bulgaria.
Hi, my name is Roberta. I'm from Brazil. I'm the president of the Rotary Club Recife Largo da Paz. We are in Recife, Pernambuco, northeast of Brazil. And now we have 36 associated. And it's a pleasure to be here with you all. I also work with exchange students and coordinator them in our district 4500. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. I would now give a word because I would now give a word to Fabrizio to represent and to give a word to their governor. Please, Fabrizio.
Yes, sorry, but I see our new district governor Roberto Bosia. If he stay with us and if he want to greetings for us and for every Rotarian Connect, and we are very happy to listen his greetings, Roberto.
Thank you, Fabrizio. Good evening, everybody. I'm very happy to is here with you, and is for me very, very important experience after the convention of San Diego. Some of person who I see in this moment in the monitor, I remember in San Diego I report, but for me is a very, very an opportunity to have your opinion in this difficult moment for our future. It's very, very difficult moment for our district. You know that Milan is very, very inside the covering and the virus. But I hope this phase is in future possibly to have a new future, and we are enthusiastic for our activity in Rotarian activity and for my district. Very, very good look and good evening, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Roberto, and thank you for everybody to listen your speech inside our very big meeting. Sorry for this break.
Thank you, Mr. Roberto. Thank you, Fabrizio. Now let's continue to give short words to all the clubs. I would now call once again the Rotary Club of Sofia Triadica from Bulgaria to present themselves shortly.
Hello, fellow Rotarians. My name is Martin Denev. I'm this year president of the Rotary Club of Sofia Triadica, Bulgaria. We're located in the capital of the Bulgaria, Sofia. We are one of the youngest clubs in my country. We have projects in a lot of areas, but we specialized, I can say, specialized in child healthcare. We have COVID-19 projects. I won't speak about them. We can send additional information. I want to say me and my club are extremely happy to participate in such a meeting, and we wish you all health and smiles, a lot of smiles. Thank you.
Thank you, Martin. I would now call Rotary Club of the Pain, Distrito 4560. Do we have anyone from their club? No. Okay, so now I would call Rotary Club of Ohrid, Macedonia to present themselves. Do we have any?
Hello from Ohrid.
Hello.
Yes, yes. My name is Vladimir Mujovski. I'm president-elect of Club Ohrid, District 1912. We are one of the oldest clubs here in Macedonia, existing 15 years. And together with the other clubs in Macedonia, we donated some equipment to the needed equipment they needed in the Ministry of Health for the COVID pandemic. That's it from me. I won't take any time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I would now call a Rotary Club of Chicago Southeast District 6450, please.
Give me 1 second here.
Okay.
Of course, when you want it to work, it doesn't work. All right, there we go. Good day, everybody. It is morning time here in Chicago. We are at the birthplace of Rotary. My name is Osei David Andrews Hutchinson. I'm currently the president of Rotary Club of Chicago Southeast. We're not the Rotary Club of Chicago, but Rotary Club of Chicago Southeast. And we were chartered in 1997. So we're about 22 years old, but we are in the birthplace city of Chicago. I am the current president and also past district governor. I served as district governor for District 6450 here in Chicago in 2015 under Rotary International President Ravi K.R. Ravindran. That was Be a Gift to the World. Currently, some of our projects, real quick, is that we're working on a peace project. We have a global grant in play here in Chicago that was being funded by clubs out of Nigeria and Canada, along with Chicago. And we are very grateful to those clubs who are supporting us. We are all in prayer with all of the families and all the people out throughout the world who are dealing with COVID-19. We've had people within our district who've been affected by it, and we know around the world. And we are here in support with you and for you. And we really appreciate our opportunity to be here with the Rotary Club of Abuja, the ambassador, for pulling this together. And thank you, Madam Moderator, for pulling this together. And we look forward to being with you in peace and in solidarity and in service. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I would call now Rotary Club of Vapi, India. Okay, so then I would call a Rotary Club of Barcelona, Millennium.
Hello, everybody. This is Andreas Kubek. I'm the current president of the Rotary Club Barcelona Millennium. We have been founded by former Rotaracts. We're a young and quite dynamic group, and hopefully one day you can all come and visit us here. Thanks for organizing this fantastic event. I think in these special, difficult times, the Rotary is even more needed, and the combination of skills, talent, resources and action we can offer our communities is very, very relevant. Very nice to meet you all.
Thank you very much. I would now call Rotary Club of Bologna to represent themselves.
Yes, hello everybody. Thank you for the invitation. I am from Rotary Club Bologna, Italy. I bring greetings from our president, Giovanni Battista Camerini, and our governor, Giovanni Oreste, Angelo Oreste Andrisano. Okay, we were all together to help people to stay safe. And so our first action is connecting people, connecting members, connecting citizens. And then we did, and we are doing donation of ventilators, sanitizers, masks. So we strongly believe that we have to keep going on to face COVID-19, staying connected. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Francesco. I would now
Snezza, can you hear?
No, I would. Yes, Mr. Devani, please.
Yes, sorry, I was, my mic was muted. Okay, I am past president of Rotary Club of Vapi, club that is the home club of Rotary International President Kalyan Banerjee. We are doing a lot, our district is doing a lot for the COVID-19. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Devani. I would now call a Rotary Club, Lviv International Rotary Club, Mr. Alexei, to represent themselves shortly.
Hello, everybody. My name is Alexei. I'm president-elect of Rotary Club Lviv International. We are the biggest Rotary club in Ukraine. We have 74 members. At the moment, all our activity is focused mainly on fighting coronavirus. And we have three main areas. First is medical equipment for hospitals. Second, personal protection equipment. And also we give masks to general public. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now, I would now make a pause in the introduction of the clubs, and I would give a word to our first speaker and our special speaker, Mr. Rodolfo Rivera, who is on the front line of the fight against COVID, who suffered himself also, and I think that we couldn't get a better speaker tonight. Mr. Rodolfo Rivera, please welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, Rotarians from around the world. Good morning and good evening. I'd like to thank all the club presidents for this event having me today, especially President Isiri from Abuja, the Ambassador Club from Nigeria, President Concan from Montecia do Brazil, President Karaperovic from Montenegro. For this event, having me today, especially President Isiri from Abuja, the Ambassador Club from Nigeria. Greeting all Rotarians and non-Rotarians alike, coming from over more than 15 clubs all around the globe, and gathered here is serve the invitation in order to improve our communities. Your enthusiastic presence is a reason for pride and accomplishment. Fabrizio, my president friend, asked me to tell you about my personal experience with COVID from different perspectives. First, as a doctor, who later became a patient. Despite all of this, I believe that we all have a role, both as a citizen and as a Rotarian. As a citizen, COVID is an invisible enemy, but capable to great change in our everyday life. We all, not exception, have been forced to change our daily habit and to adapt to different set of rules. At the beginning of the crisis, there was a lot of uncertainty and disbeliefs, rumors and panics, including news, helped to raise confusion among the people. Many couched the train back home, feeling like at the time of the plague. Later decided to follow the institution from hard care authorities. Quarantine and isolation have been decided and linked to epidemic. Unfortunately, such as long-term lockdown create considerable social and economic issues. We had to learn how to use personal protection equipment properly, and all the habits aimed to stop infection from spreading. Avoid close contacts, frequently washing hands, non-face, age, and now mouth touching, sanitizing our space, and especially following social distancing. It wasn't easy. We felt alone so many times, abandoned, and deprived from our freedom. But we did it. We did it. We managed to confront the epidemic in our countries and therefore emptied our hospital. As a Rotarian, we have to do some consideration. Rotary International President Daniel Mallow recently wrote a letter sharing this road of how much COVID changed the life of Rotarians, bringing us to uncharted territory. He also stated that as a Rotarian and leaders of our society, COVID gives us a great occasion to help us in need. We have many Rotarians.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but your microphone, we are not hearing you very well. Can you maybe come closer to your microphone or just a little bit?
Yeah, you receive me?
Better now, thank you.
There are many Rotary clubs in the world working side by side and with hair care authorities. The Italian section of Rotary managed the collect for 7 million euros destined as hair care aids. Our 2041 district gave more than 100,000 to the construction of the failed hospital in Milano Fiera. And our Rotary Club Milano Porta Venezia has just begun collecting funds for phase 2. Rotary International also look for more collaboration in many other organizations around the world, like Kiwanis International, Lion Clubs International, Optimize International, a network comprising about 3.2 million members will try to give to the fact and to the hair care professional hope and relief. Using our skills, resources, and ideas in order to keep fighting against the disease and to continue to save more and more life. My experience as a doctor in this in this situation, COVID caught us unprepared. It came strong fast, leaving us no time to drive a plane. Italy have the fifth Western country to get hit, and we didn't have any solid reference, just some incomplete data from China. This virus might us experience things we would have never imagined. Full emergency rooms, line of ambulances waiting, hospital getting rapidly full, and COVID patients. Overcrowded intensive care units and exhausted doctors and nurses. From a common flu, this disease became a severe form of pneumonia, and then came the complications such as multi-organ failure and disseminated intravascular coagulation. We expected more than 30,000 did, many of solitude with, from their loved ones. The morgues filled up, and we can't forget that heartbreaking moments where military-type cargo trucks were carrying the corpse from town to town. We haven't experienced anything like this since the Second World War. The doctor found single-handedly something unprecedented in our generation. A huge workload without the necessary human and material resource. We have been forced to repropose every structure at the same disease pace. Canceling all the outpatient appointment and planned surgical procedures. All resources have been diverted to COVID. Every hospital has now COVID treatment center, changing the structure and every ward. The situation involved all specialists like pediatricians, gynecologists, ophthalmologists, and surgeons. Now having to learn to operate the breather, respirators, and other basic notion of intensive care medicine. Infectious doctors, infectious disease doctors, and pneumologists found themselves working something more akin to a battlefield than an hospital. Never before we witnessed too much cooperation between different specialists and institutions in global scale. We recently received medical support from different countries, Albania, United States, Russia, China, Cuba, and many more in a very short time span. Civil Protection Agency and the High Corp gave a strong contribution. Medical protocols from therapy were changing very rapidly. We even multiple times with just a week. We had to keep our service consulting and updated and become better and better on facing this disease. With time, we finally saw an increase on healthy patients and decrease on new affected. Managed to limit this spreading the disease and to save more and more life. And finally, my experience as a patient. No doctor is immune to disease, and this is my experience. I know this by my personal experience. Forced home, feverish, coaching, and health feeling sick, afraid and going through the same as my patient. I was carried of begin hospitalized, suffering, but despite all of this, my bigger fear was being able to not alongside my colleagues, taking care of my patients. This time at home fighting the disease made me think a lot. It helped me understand even better the mind of my patient suffering and my call to become a doctor. This brings to the mind what a beloved person's mind used to say during this situation. There are two important moments in life, when you're born and when you are understand why. Luckily, my experience as a patient ended up on a good note, and I come back strongly than better. Today, I can say this, and especially I can be here with all of you. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rodolfo. Thank you for being on the front line. I want to use this meeting to give applause for all the doctors and medical workers that are working hard, that are fighting for all of us, that are risking their lives, they're risking their families, because we know that you need to come back to your families not knowing are you maybe infected or not. So thank you. And thank all the medical workers. And since I know that many Italians are watching us, I will tell something in Italian. Andrà tutto bene, Forza Italia.
Andrà tutto bene, speriamo.
Grazie, Snesana. Thank you very much, Rodolfo. Thank you very much to everything. We are inside the very bad situation. Now we are in phase 2, and Rodolfo can explain very well the fight with the coronavirus. And then for us, it's very important to share this big experience inside the hospital in Milan with you, together with every part of the world, because if we know our new approach to this life, we can fight very well this bad situation, this bad virus. It's very important. Please listen, re-listen the presentation about our Rodolfo, because he lived inside the virus. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I would now call Mrs. Clementina Okolo, our second speaker. Mrs. Okolo, welcome.
Thank you very much. Good evening, my fellow Rotarians and guests worldwide. My name is Mrs. Clementina Okolo, and my topic for today is post-COVID-19, get ready for change. I am from Rotary Club of Abuja, 5. COVID-19, it is an agent, change is inevitable and constant, and we have COVID-19 transport, but it has traveled from far and wide and affecting millions of people and have killed thousands.
We have some problems with the connection. Snezana, you don't have a microphone, active microphone.
We have some issues with the internet. Mrs. Okolo, are you still there? She lost her connection. Okay, then until she arranged everything, I would call our special speaker, Dr. Victor Onukbuga, to speak, and then we will just change schedule, not to lose time. Mr. Onukbuga, please, we are waiting for you. Okay, so let's see. Mr. Onukugwa, are you here? Ozuem, can you help me?
He wasn't able to log in before he came on. The platform was full. So he
Okay,
couldn't
and
come in
Mrs.
again,
Clementina Okolo, can you speak with her? No, okay, so until we hello, we hear you now.
Yeah, you can hear me.
Yes,
now?
we hear you now. Please continue.
Yeah, I said, okay, thank you. I said COVID-19 has killed, infected millions of people and have killed thousands world over. COVID-19 has made our economy stand still world over. We have lost money, resources, jobs, and it has left a lot of people in hunger without any means of livelihood. COVID-19 has changed our culture, our relationship. Our normal culture has gone, and the world cannot be the same again. It created fear, anxiety, confusion, pain, anger, misery, domestic violence, loss of hope, faith, mental stress, trauma, hunger, crime, insecurity, poverty, suicide, stigmatization, and above all, grief for those of us who have lost their loved ones during this period. COVID-19 has changed our old normal to new normal, and we have to get ready for the change. Now, what do we do, and how do we go from where we find ourselves? We have to stand stronger together and face the new reality of our time. We will together and individually keep to safety rules of the World Health Organization, doing the right things to keep safe. We should also pray and ask God to give our scientists the wisdom to invent the drugs and cure for COVID-19. Also, we should try and remove fear and anxiety and be innovative and creative at the same time. Health is wealth. We should take care of our health and provide a good healthcare system and management facilities. Leaders of the world should come together and work in unity for the development of humanity for peaceful coexistence. The change of our new normal has started with the Rotary Club of Abuja, the ambassadors, from attending our weekly meetings with few people, few members, like 25 members, to 46 countries worldwide, an astronomical change. As part of our new normal, we are the change. Every country and individuals are trying different things to be able to cope in our new world. We shall come together, work as a team, dream dreams, have different visions, and follow the world as it goes. Also, we should explore and define our talents. We should use it and create a solution for humanity problems. Remember your vocations and passions and find out how to use it in our new world of today. Let us develop new ideas and turn ideas into values. Every business is online. Please join the trend because it is easier, less stressful, and more rewarding. This is the time for critical thinking. Use your talents and vocations and turn it into values. Make effective use of time and stay focused. Keep your communication activities alive and please join the change. For the fact that we have been traumatized as a result of the sudden lockdown, always see a psychologist for his or her mental health advice. Be a solution to humanity problems through change. Furthermore, take care of yourself, family, love more, care for one another, help one another, feed the hungry, clothe the naked, do charity all time, work together, pray, innovative and creative, read real news. Read real news. Have hope that COVID-19 all be all right soon. Have a positive mindset, keep networking, sharing ideas, and make a change. COVID-19 has changed our world with the new normal. Let us connecting people, making money, and test of the things we think, say, or do. In conclusion, it's going to be all right. Life will go on, and we need to keep safe. I call this change unbelievable reality. And above all, in God we trust. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Mrs. Sokolo, for this great presentation and these great positive messages for all of us. And as we faced many of the people that were in quarantine and that were in isolation suffered psychological traumas, and our club hosted a psychotherapist in one of the last meeting, and it was her message was the same, that it will be a challenging time in front of us, especially after the summer, when we will see did we success to cope with this or not, and that many people will suffer. So we need also as Rotary Club to think how to give a support for the people who are suffering from anxiety, who cannot fight this by themselves and that need help also. That would be definitely one of our projects. So I will now also give a word to Mr. Fabrizio from Rotary Club of Milano to present their club and their activities too. Mr. Fabrizio, please.
Dear brothers in Rotary, for several weeks we have been in the middle of what the World Health Organization has certified as an international public health emergency. The coronavirus pandemic has literally paralyzed the whole world by sweeping was terrorists from east to west, some of them heavily. In Italy, we are experiencing an epochal emergency. It's a very difficult moment that required an effort from the government of municipalities, health institutions, civil protection, and extraordinary measures to contain the spread of the virus and make the population safe, especially the weakest and most fragile. The Italian example showed that the measure to isolate the affected areas and limit the movement of the population must be taken immediately implemented with absolute clarity and rigorously enforced. We are slowly returning to our normal lives with the certain that nothing will be the same as before, because for us it's not normal stay in this new situation. Beyond the extraordinary, the emergency measure limiting individual and collective freedom, which will gradually diminish, a change will be needed that will affect more and more every aspect in our lives. The most important point in that we can no longer passively assist. We are Rotarians, and for me it's very important this point, because we are Rotarians and we need to big effort in this moment. I'm trust to you and to every club in the world. We are Rotarians, we have an obligation to responsibly act in the wake of the emergency, which has only accelerated and change of vision and the perspective, a new world, not only for future generation, but for us, for stay now, not only for future generation, because the problem that we have now, not only for the future, it is about spreading and implementing a best practice. And in Italy, we have now big experience. You spoke, Rodolfo spoke few minutes ago, and you listened our big experience now, because now we are the model for the rest of the world. The measures taken to fight the spread of the virus have a profound impact on the freedom, because now we are little bit freedom, but 1 week ago we stay in a lockdown period. And for each of us, on the balance of our families, it's very difficult to stay in this situation and see the future. As Rotarians, we are active, concrete people, use the producing, contributing to the social causes, we decide to embrace strong in our values and traditions. That's why it became fundamental for us to ask ourselves what our contribution could be. And now it is in time to difficult that the community must, for example, even stronger and close ranks, for example. With this meaning, we have to make sure that our clubs become a place where it is possible to find trust, probably, energy, for sure, enthusiasm reacting to this situation. Because I'm not forget this point. We are Rotarians, and this is the very main point for us and for our life.
Okay.
Alongside crisis, there is always an opportunity for those who can take it. In concrete terms, we are working to advance and promote the digitalization of social activities. Now we are in this situation. We are we try every day to stay inside our new system. we changed the approach for the in the past we stayed together inside I don't know, in the hotel or in other parts, but we stay together, we touch, we make stay, we are normally we stay together during the dinner or during the lunch, but now it's different. And then now we need to see new target, because our target must be quickly reduce the activities a responsible human being that impact on the environment and put brake on the demand of resources. The factors that will be fundamental for our future will be the acceleration and deepening of the prevention of the pandemic risk. It's very important for me and for us. Our personal choice are connected to a production system and whose effects have consequences on the planet and the entire community. Current policies are needed. The new European Green Deal is moving in this direction. The European Commission has adopted a new action plan for the, for example, for circular economy, for cleaner and more competitive Europe, and not for Europe, but the world, because we cannot to stay under this new policy in the world if we don't take a new green approach in the world. We have a very big problem, in my opinion. In Italy, in our district and my club, we share this new policy because now we are in the best moment for share this new policy and for take the big opportunity for see new world, not only in Europe but in every part of the world. It is time to put in place the best defense strategies, in my opinion, to increase the efficiency, cut waste, because we have a lot of waste, invent a new solution. And the moment the stimulates us to make a profound reflection for sustainability development. Our Rotary in general, but our district, our club, our country will not fail to do everything possible in every location to continue protecting and convening our values as always. Today as tomorrow, when we will take back our life is ever. Dear Rotarian friends, I really hope for a widespread responsibility attitude in the ability to give long-term and strategic answers even when we are no longer in danger, because now we are in danger period. It is vital to find a balance between the economy production and the respect for nature, not only ideological and but concrete and feasibility.
Thank you, Fabrizio.
Yes, I'm 1 second and I finish my thing because it's very important. Adapting consciously resilient attitudes is very near to us, and we need to take immediately, because now this situation learn to us which way we cannot take for the future. And in my opinion, and for us, for my country, is very important to see new approach, to new Green Deal approach, not only for the Europe market, but for every part of the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fabrizio, very much. Sorry for interrupting you. I would now give a word to, unfortunately, our third speaker, Mr. Victor Onokugwa, cannot connect. He has some issues connecting. I would now call Mr. Carlos Azevedo to to introduce themselves, and then before Mr. Carlos starts to speak, I would now call you to give questions for our speakers. Please just write who are you speaking, asking, and then the question, so that and I will read on the chat. Please use chat or raise your hand. Thank you very much. Mr. Carlos, proceed.
Oportunidade de estar presente com todos e mais filho para a tradução que ele tenha melhor performance em English.
On behalf of Carlos, my father, I would like to thank everyone for this opportunity from Brazil, Montion, District 4560.
Quero agradecer a presença de todos nessa grande oportunidade da gente estar com todos as pessoas do mundo.
I would like to thank you for this opportunity to be all together on this meeting. Seja mais breve.
Momento de grande oportunidade para todos nós que participamos dessa grande instituição.
It's a moment of a great opportunity for all of us to work together in this own Rotary Club.
Nós estamos unidos num único e somente objetivo, que é estarmos todos unidos e liderando uma grande organização.
We are all together in this, and we should be proud to be leading this organization.
O mundo está passando por momentos graves na saúde pública.
It's a very complicated moment right now in public health.
Precisamos de cada líder. Todos nós somos líderes. Temos que estar preparados para esse trabalho.
We all need each one of you at this moment, and we all have to be ready at this moment.
Conto com cada um de vocês para poder participar desse momento especial na nossa vida humana.
We are counting with each one of you at this special moment, at the woman, as a historic part of a historic moment.
Cada um de vocês tem uma oportunidade única para ajudar a humanidade. Preciso e precisamos, e o Rotary Internacional precisa de cada um de vocês.
We need each one of you to help humanity, and Rotary Club is here for that. So let's work together.
Caros amigos rotarianos de todo mundo.
Dear friends and Rotarians from all around the world.
O momento é este.
That's the moment.
Vamos nos unir para fazer um grande trabalho para a nossa humanidade.
Let's work together and make a great work for humanity.
Conto com a ajuda de cada um de vocês, com que cada um possa contribuir.
We are counting to small things, big things, for anything you can contribute.
Desde o menor trabalho até o maior trabalho que você possa fazer.
From the small acts up to big things, donations, and anything you guys can help with.
Estou com cada um de vocês nesse trabalho. A partir de agora estamos unidos.
We are all together, and from this moment we are all connected.
Conto com cada um de vocês para, a partir desse momento, fazer a diferença.
Let's make the difference. Você repetiu 3 vezes.
Sim. Precisamos que cada um abra as suas oportunidades. Rotary está dando a oportunidade para a gente apresentar ao mundo.
Rotary is giving us the opportunity to introduce to the world
uma nova situação de trabalho e oportunidade a quem mais precisa.
A new way of leadership and a new way to help.
Preciso de cada um de vocês e desde já convido. Serei governador de distrito no ano 2021. Quero conhecer pessoalmente a todos vocês para a gente poder fazer um grande trabalho em nome da humanidade, em nome do Rotary.
Just like to say that I'm going to be governor on 2021, and I'm inviting each one of you to work together with our district.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Carlos. Thank you very much. And thank you for this call. So the first question we had on chat is, I suppose, for Mr. Rivera. The question that is tormenting all of us is how long this will last, when we will have our lives back.
Sorry.
The question is what are the predictions, how long this pandemic will last, and when we will start recovering our lives once again and live as usually?
This is a difficult question. Is you refer me?
Yes, yes, we hear you. We hear you.
Okay, this is a very difficult question to respond because because nobody know how long will be this epidemic, this pandemic. We are now finished our more important period of lockdown. So we need to see what will happen in other countries too. In confront of the individual patient, this disease has a lot of three phases. The first phase is when you take the disease and is similar as a common flu, maybe for the first 2 or 3 first days. The second phase is when the butterfly is in your lungs. You can evolve with a different form of pneumonia, and you can need the medical assistance such as oxygen and other facilities. So you need to go in the hospital. And the third phase is when you arrive in the hospital and you need more oxygen and more another drugs. This is the phase with more mortality, the more important of this phase. It's led a lot of mortality. I hope to this worry answer this question.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rodolfo. Tencien Gabriel has a question. Tencien, please.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We don't hear you now. Can you try again, please?
My question is this. Some time back, I read in the social media that ventilators being used on patients in the hospital is actually the one that is resulting or is causing a lot of deaths among all the patients, for the reason that it helps in clogging the blood veins by which the blood flow. So I will need the Rotarian doctor in the house to clarify this position, whether it is true that ventilators actually are causing a lot more deaths to patients.
Mr. Rodolfo, lei adesso parla in italiano, mi dispiace, signor Rodolfo.
Non ho capito la domanda, scusa.
Lei ha capito la questione, la domanda?
No, non l'ho capito.
Okay. Gabriel, please, can you just repeat the name of the medicine and I will translate to Mr. Rodolfo?
Unfortunately, I listen very well. Can you repropose your question?
I read in the social media like Facebook and WhatsApp.
No, we hear that. Please, just the name of the medicine. Just the name of the medicine.
No, I didn't make mention of any medicine. Whether the question is whether ventilators is actually the cause of more deaths in patients.
Respirator.
Okay. Ok. Signor Rodolfo, lui sta domandando una questione che forse i ventilatori fanno più morti, non ho capito.
Okay, I can understand. No, it's not true. Ventilators are the the solution of this disease. Without ventilator, the mortality is great. They are in some case when patient is very here. Ventilators at high flux can induce a barotrauma. So, but this is a very small complication, and you need in each way you need the use of ventilators. You can't avoid ventilators. Obviously, this is for severe forms. No, non sento niente.
My greetings to Carlos and Paulo, the interpreter.
Sorry, but you find the answer of Mr. Rodolfo as your question or not?
Yes, it is okay.
I don't understand.
Yes, it is okay. Let me hear now Mr. Collade, who has a question. Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, fellow Rotarians. My question is this. Since we had HIV virus over the years, and it's caused by a virus, that's HIV, caused by a virus. And up to now, the world have not been able to get a vaccine. And having this time around coronavirus caused by virus as well, would there be any vaccine ever to cure coronavirus, since we are told that the coronavirus mutates in a various multiple variants? Would there be any vaccine? Since there have not been vaccine for HIV, would there be vaccine for coronavirus? This is my question.
Dottore Riviera, solo un momento, il vostro microfono è spento.
Hello.
So I understand that the question was about the mutation of coronavirus, no?
Yes, and there will be a vaccine.
Yes, but I can hear very well. So the mutation of this virus is frequent, and we have something as 3 or 4 sepals. So this for the clinical application is not so important. It might be an object for the the study of the disease, of the therapy, especially when in the field phase, when you have a higher application, virus replication. The mutation is very important. Maybe when you find the immunoglobulins for the plasma change. So for the patient to, but for the clinical point of view, it's not a point of relative importance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we have a question from Rotary Club Kumanovo. Please speak.
Hello, can you hear me?
My name is Tony Dovensky from Rotary Club Kumanovo. I'm secretary this year, past president, the secretary this year. I have a question. Maybe it's better if I can share. I can share the screen, since I'm veterinarian and I'm professor of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine in Skopje. So the question is that maybe to be aware about this dangerous challenging of the nature, because this virus is probably, in my knowledge, arise from the combination of different coronaviruses from the bat, pangolins, and palm civet. And this is my message to all of us vegetarians to be aware of it's very dangerous to challenge the nature, to play with the animals, and to arise such a provoke such a virus to attack us, since we are not maybe some so ready to even in the best medical system in Europe and America, all around the world. So it's just it's not maybe question directed to someone, but Professor Fabrizio mentioned several times environmental principles not to be, and the Rotarians should be aware about the situation that we should protect the environment, should protect the animals which are disappear, and not to use the animals for food, for example, like in China, like in Wuhan, where is the oldest crisis arise. Maybe some of you have a different opinion that is maybe some fabricated in some laboratories, but me as a doctor of biomedical science, professor at the university, I think this is some of kind of very complicated. So many regards and stay healthy. Many regards from Macedonia. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Zelensky. So our future president, Mr. Goran Đurović, would like to give a question. Mr. Đurović, please. Just a moment, Goran. Now we can hear you. Now we can hear you, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. I have, my name is Goran Đurović. I come from Montenegro and from Rotary Club Bar in Montenegro. I have a question for Mr. Rodolfo. Actually, in your presentation, you told us that you had a medical protocol. My question is, how is medical protocol changing during the period from the beginning to these days? That's my question.
You listen me? Yes.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
The scientific protocols are in continuous discussion now. There are a lot of pharma drugs that we can use, and this is depending on the type and phenotype, especially of the presentation of your disease, of this disease. So the presentation can be only with a fever or only with a cold, but in the case when you have a pneumonia, for example, or you need to be hospitalized, this protocol obviously changes, and you need more strong drugs, for example, antivirus or anti-inflammatories or another kind of disease. Now in territory or in outpatient situation, for example, at home, it is very large, the use of hydroxychloroquine, for example, or azithromycin, for example, which is an antibiotics, and it seems to help the virus replication, for example. These patients gain in mortality and avoid the hospitalization, for example.
Okay, thank you. I saw that Mrs. Henrietta raised the hand. She has a question. Please, Henrietta. Henrietta Icolo,
Yes.
please.
Good evening, everyone, fellow Rotarians. My name is Ms. Henrietta Ikolo. I'm from the Rotary Club of Saple Open, District 9141. My question is generally on the COVID-19 pandemic. I would like to ask if there are any extraordinary measures Rotary is going to take in helping people and especially to the less privileged. And secondly, to Rotarians itself, because I found out that a lot of Rotarians actually need help. So I want to find out if there are any measures put in place by Rotary to help fellow Rotarians who are vulnerable in this period of pandemic. That's my question.
I don't know who want to answer for this question. I
Yes,
don't know. Sorry, Arietta, but what do you mean extraordinary measure about this period? Because if you see what we see in Italy, for example, you see very well what we mean about the extraordinary measure. We stay 2 months totally closed in our homes without every kind of contacts for the peoples. We cannot use every shop. We cannot use every part of the city, our country. And for us, it's very extraordinary measure, not only for the safety, for the medical aspects, because in our hospitals we have we put a very big effort to support this bad situation, because we have 2,000 and plus death in some days, and it's not normal for everything. And then I don't understand very well, but probably my answer is correct for you. I don't know if you can answer for me in this.
You have to learn how to use the personal protection equipment to in a proper way. For example, avoid the close contacts, frequently washing your hands, do not touch your face, age, and months, for example, and sensitizing our space and following social distance.
Yes, today we move out of our home. We are obliged to use the mask, and we stay 2 meters share to the other people. We cannot to stay inside the shop plus 1 people for inside, and it's very difficult. And then this disease for us is very extreme measure for reduce the these phenomena about the coronavirus. I don't know in your country which situation you have, and I don't know. I hope for your country you stay well and you stay safe without these measures, because it's not simple to live in this way. It's very difficult for us. It's very difficult for everything, and now not only for the Europe, because if you see UK, and probably we have one Rotarian club come from UK, they can explain the situation, but they stay in the same situation. And then Spain for the same, Germany, France, Europe, but USA is the same. is not normal. Now we have new life and new approach, not only for our meeting, but for everything, for buy the bread, for stay inside the shop, for drink the coffee on the coffee shop. I see your image, and you are free without the mask, without the personal protection. It's very different. Now we stay out of our home in different way. Sorry.
Thank you all. Now I see that Sofia, Rotary Club Sofia has a question, please. And I would just once again say to all the participants, please first tell whom you are asking and then say your question. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nelly and I'm from Rotary Club Sofia Tradica from Bulgaria. Greetings to everyone and thank you for organizing such an amazing meeting. My question is not specifically to someone, but it's rather in Bulgaria they started relaxing the measures that they introduced in the beginning of the crisis. And I was wondering if in other countries there is a similar pattern, whether they've seen an increase in their COVID-19 cases, and whether that has kind of backfired on them. So that is my question. Thanks again for the attention, and thank you again for the meeting.
Thank you, Mrs. Okolo. Can you give a question to this? Can you give an answer to this question? Mrs. Okolo, do you hear us? Ms. Clementina? Ms. Clementina? No? Okay, so we are losing connections here. I see more raised hands. Mr. Tony Xian, please.
Hi, I'm from Taiwan.
Welcome.
We have the we're next to China, and we have 28 days, which is 2 cycle of the 28 days without domestic transmission. No, 28 days of no domestic cases, and we had about 480 cases throughout the crisis, and now we only had 6 deaths. But I have some suggestion for our Rotarian to shout out to Rotarian is I think there's like some measures we're doing it. I think you guys can
Okay, thank you very much. So is there any other question? I would ask Mr. This is the last question for tonight, and I will ask Mrs. Clementina Okolo, what would be the fate of Rotary physical meetings and service projects if public gatherings will be restricted a few more months? Thank you.
Well, for now, I think the Rotary meeting will continue online for now till over, but we still have to keep our social distances. We can be having online and offline while we keep to the safety rules. But for now, I think online is interesting because it's our new normal in our new world.
Mrs. Clementina, we don't hear you anymore. Mrs. Okolo, your connection is, we now hear you. We didn't hear the last words. Can you repeat, please?
Sorry.
We didn't hear you. We didn't hear your last words. Please, can you repeat? No, we are lost connections. So I would thank you very much, everybody, for participating. It is very complicated to keep in order a meeting of this many cultures, many English accents. So I would like to give very large thanks to Mr. Dr. Rivera Rodolfo for having patience and time to respond to all the questions and to share his experience, and also to Mrs. Clementina Okolo. I would now ask Mr. Ozuen Eziri, our host, to give a vote of thanks for all the participants. Mr. Eziri, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. Special thanks to our president-elect, the first speaker, and also the doctor, and also the frontline worker. Thank you so much for risking everything to actually keep us healthy and safe. And also to all my president, the president of Indonesia, also my president from Brazil, and also my president and my brother from the Rotary Club of Bar Montenegro. I also want to thank everybody for being part of this meeting and also being part of history, making history. I also want to thank all Rotarians who have actually reached out to the less privileged, and also to millions of families around the world at this period. For me, I have seen and I've heard about so many communities who have actually depended on Rotary clubs and Rotarians around the world just to survive at this period. I want to say a big thank you to all Rotarians who have actually reached out to the less privileged and also to frontline workers at this very critical time. I also want to reach out to the frontline workers who have risked everything to keep us safe. For me, I think you are our hero. For me, words is not just enough for me to tell you how grateful we are for you to keep us safe at this particular time. Thank you so much. A big respect to you. And also, I want to thank all Rotarians who have been part of the planning of this meeting, Rotarians from all around the world, my friends, my brothers in Rotary, and my sisters. I want to say we will continue. This meeting, this mega meeting is not just going to end here. We will continue to uphold that love and friendship we share in Rotary and continue to serve humanity. For all the Rotarians in the world, and also for the frontline workers, I say thank you. In Portuguese, for my Brazilian brothers, I say obrigado, como amor. For my Spanish brothers and sisters, I say gracias, como amor. In French, I say merci à vous, amour. In Italy, I say grazie, amor. In Japanese, I say ai, natisha. In Chinese, I say zinzindende. And in English, I say thank you once again. Stay blessed and stay safe. On behalf of the Rotary Club of Abuja, the ambassador, I am Ozuen Eziri, the president. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Ozuen, for this toast. And for the end of this meeting, I would ask Mr. Carlos Azevedo to give a toast to all Rotary leaders and Rotary International and to close this meeting. Thank you. So, is Mr. Carlos online?
Carlos.
No. Yes? Okay, so we are losing connections. The meeting is too long. Thank you all once again for participating. Thank you all for the patience. And thank you all the speakers. Be safe, be healthy, and I hope that we will use this pandemic to be a better persons. it will be enough from this pandemic. Just that. And God bless you and your families.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you. Thanks for your moderation also.
Your very beautiful approach to moderate this meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you from Rwanda.
Thank you. Wish everybody a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.